Good afternoon.
Hello.
How are you today?
Oh, I'm okay, I guess.
And how was your week since last time we met?
It was about the same. Still been fighting a lot.
So tell me a little bit about the relationship with your husband. What do you guys do? What do you like to do for fun? Where do you go for dinner?
Well, we go to Elmira sometimes for like date nights, I guess.
Do you do that frequently?
Yeah.
And is it usually your idea or his?
Usually mine.
Well, that's good though that you like to get out and do things with him even though you guys are fighting. So that's a strength. You're looking for good in your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So I just have a question. When you guys fight, what normally brings on the fights?
Well, just him expecting too much from me. Like, he always expects me to have dinner done and the laundry done, and I have other things that I could be doing.
So you're saying that you feel like he expects too much by asking you to have like the household chores done?
Yeah.
And does he ever help with the household chores?
No.
Do you ask him to and that's what starts the fight, or you just feel like you're agitated so you guys fight?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is this technique that I learned at a training and I want to know if you want to try it, and I'll explain it a little bit. It's called behavior rehearsal, and that's where we would like switch positions. So you would pretend to be your husband and I would be you, and we would talk about your situation to see how it could play out, good and bad.
Okay.
You want to try it?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm going to be your husband, what is your husband's name?
Vance.
Okay. So I will be your husband. Nope, you're going to be your husband and I'm going to be you.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one we're going to do is bad, and you're going to respond how you think it would go if it was the worst case scenario.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to start. Hi, honey.
Hello.
So, there's some things I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
I think that we've been fighting a lot lately because you're expecting way too much from me.
What do you mean? I don't expect too much from you.
I don't think it's fair that you expect me to have the dishes done and the laundry done and dinner on the table all by the time you get home. It's just not reasonable.
I don't even expect that kind of thing, so I don't know why you're thinking that.
Because you get mad when dinner's not done and there's dishes in the sink, so it just feels like that's what you're expecting.
Yeah, but not always. Like, once in a while I expect dinner.
So if I didn't make you dinner tomorrow, you wouldn't care?
No.
Okay, so we're going to end it there.
Okay.
So that would be how it would go if it was the worst case scenario. And how did that make you feel with what he would say?
I mean, I feel like he just denies that he acts that way.
So do you feel like that's a realistic option that what could happen?
Yeah.
Does he usually deny when there's issues?
Yeah.
Have you ever talked to him about that?
No.
Okay. So now let's try it in the best case scenario. So just the same thing. You're going to be your husband and I'll be you. And you're going to say the things you would think that you would hope he would say.
Okay.
Okay. So hi, honey.
Hello.
How was your day?
Good. How was yours?
Okay. But there's some things I want to talk to you about.
Yeah?
Well, I feel like you expect too much from me sometimes.
Why do you feel like that?
Just because you want me to have the dishes done and the laundry and dinner, and it's just too much for me.
I don't think that way at all. I think you do enough.
So it's okay when I don't always have dinner done when you get home from work?
Yeah, that's fine.
And that you promise you don't get mad about it?
Yes, I promise. I don't know why this is an issue.
Okay, so let's end that there. So how did that make you feel?
Good. I wish that would be how he would react.
Do you think it would more lean towards the side of good or the side of bad that we tried?
Probably the side of bad.
Okay, and how do you think you would react? Do you think your reaction would have anything to do with what he says?
Maybe.
So I want you to go home and I want you to talk to him and see how things go. And then when you come back next week, you're going to let me know and we'll take it from there.
Okay.
And I just want to say that we're preparing for termination. Do you know what that means?
Right. Yep, we've talked about it.
Okay, so in the next 3-4 weeks, we're going to be terminating our services. Do you have any questions about that, of what's coming next or anything like that?
No.
That's good. So I just want to remind you that today we talked about how you could have different situations with your husband and if they could go good or bad. And we talked about why you think you guys are fighting, and it's because he expects too much. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
I don't think so.
Okay, so next week when you come in, we're going to talk about how it went when talking to him, telling him you think he expects too much, and a little more on termination since it's going to be getting closer.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep,
So have a
sounds
good
good.
week, and I'll see you next week.
You too.